Hi everyone. So I've been thinking again, and I want to give you a challenge. It's to be who you are and to be really good at who you are. There's several building blocks that needs to happen in your life for this to happen. Part of this is developing your natural skills and abilities. Like for me, I really enjoy wiring, but then there's a process that's involved about learning about circuits and the safety part that goes with what you use what wire for and where you use it. There's also the skills that you learn. Like if I can make a very simple example of this, we go to school and learn math, so 2 plus 2 is 4. And it's those combinations of your natural abilities and then your learned skills that are going to help you partly figure out who you are and what's going to help motivate and give you, passion and courage to press forward into the unknown when you're dealing with health-related challenges. I remember when I suddenly lost the use of my left hip in 2006, and a similar series of events paralleled in 2009 when I didn't recover as expected. At both of those times in my life, I had numerous medical appointments, like 2 or 3 a week, for about 6 months. And while I was dealing with the effects of pain, it was becoming easier to lose myself, and I had to be very intentional, especially in the 2009 instance, that I was still doing things that I enjoyed, and I wasn't letting myself become essentially a medical diagnosis, but that I still maintained my own unique, distinct identity during this. This process may be harder for some of you than others, and I want to acknowledge this. This is about learning about yourself, finding out what gives you joy, your faith, your friends, physically what you're able to do, and what interests you. I'm all for taking time to support friends and doing as best as possible to let them know I'm there and to encourage and challenge when it's appropriate. But then, after spending time with them, I still need to be able to take care of and live my own life. So part of this about being yourself is about having boundaries in your life and knowing what help you need, or asking questions that will lead to knowing what help you need. Finding what brings you joy through skills. Maybe it's talking to friends about what they see in you, and taking the time to be with others as part of community is really important in your life. So, in short, I encourage you to get to know what makes you passionate, and to make sure that that's kept alive during whatever process you're going through right now. Even if it's like the carpet's been pulled out from underneath you and you're really struggling. That core of your natural abilities are still in there, and the talents that you have are still in there. And although you may need some time to grieve, for example, the loss of your mobility or a drastic change in life, I want to remind you to still be mindful of pressing forward in life and sort of not letting your life freeze as a result of a serious accident, a debilitating disease, or something similar happening in your life. It's still very important that you make the effort to live your life. It's part of what's going to help you feel fulfilled. Then there's your faith in God and the community of people around you. And then that connection with people also helps be a safety net while we're working through our own process. It's one of the things that I really like about the internet. The disease that I have had is fairly rare, and it's nice being able to talk to others who have gone through it and can relate without a long educational explanation of what happened and the effect it has on me. I happen to like the online groups. I realize it's not going to be for everyone, but for me, it was certainly helpful as I went through my own process starting back in 2007. So, the 2 lessons I want you to remember from this video is, number 1, being your own person and living your own life. And secondly, not to isolate yourself from others, even if this means being creative and using the internet for fellowship, for relating to your sort of fellow man, fellow woman, and then to keep pressing forward so you're still living your life in the midst of what may be life-changing circumstances. I hope some of this will click with you, especially the parts that you're needing right now. Thanks so much for this time that you spent with me today. Bye for now.